Yeah. Hey, this is Cameron Carlson with AnimeOnLocation.tv, and today I have with me post-con. It is, I think, 10:30 Sunday night. Yes, everyone is very tired. I have with me the band members of S.W.E.K. So why don't we go down the line here, starting with you, good sir, and introduce yourselves.
I'm Eric Coomer, the Ek in S.W.E.K.
I'm John Sugarman, there's no part of my name in the name of the band, so that's just me.
Yes, but both of us put the SW in S.W.E.K. I'm John Akija Chovisa, and I sing.
Okay, well, I lost my script, so this is just going to be off-the-cuff fun. So you guys have been performing from con to con for, about the past couple years, correct? And you guys are known as an anime cover band. You're well known for your work. What would you say is some of your most favorite songs to play? Which one of you guys wants to go first? You want to go, Eric? Okay.
Come Sister Todd is probably one of our favorites to perform. Yeah, we haven't performed it live. We do have the plushy razor blades that we are ordering and having made with the S.W.E.K logo on them to follow up that show. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think one of the fun ones that I really like to perform. I don't know if I could really put one on there. We do Your Rain from the Silent Hill game, and that's one of my favorites because it has everything in it. Nice harmonies. It has the entire group jamming, and there's a handful of them just like that where we're all singing. All You Need Is Love is another good one. So I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. So many of the songs that we've done over the years, it's hard to pinpoint one in particular that is a favorite, but probably, if I had to really think about it, Blurry Eyes is actually probably one of my favorites. That's just because it's got a fun bass part. Songs that we used to do back in the day, Ride on Shooting Star was always a fun song when we used to do that. So, I just enjoy playing. That's just really all I like doing. I like to play.
You have to do your animal voice when you do that. Yes, that's much better. Eric, you stole my answer. My favorite is probably Your Rain. For some of the reasons Eric described, and also, I'm a really huge Silent Hill fan. The Room, Silent Hill 4 it's a decent game. It wasn't ever supposed to be a Silent Hill game, but it's a good game, and I really like the music from it. I really like Akira Yamaoka's scoring, and he's one of my favorite composers, and I love Mary Elizabeth McGlynn's voice, and the opportunity to try and do that song some justice is not something I take lightly.
She has problems.
Oh, yeah, she's got problems.
Okay. So, like I said, you guys have been doing conventions for the past couple years, enjoying yourselves. As you said, you've covered a lot of songs. So, when you guys are touring, what are some of your favorite conventions that you guys go to? Obviously, Sugoicon is one of your favorites. What are some of your other bigger ones that you guys really like to do?
I will answer that one. First, I need to make a correction. This is actually the first show we've done in 5 years. We started in 2001, and we played until 2005, and then we all took a break. And when we took a break, me and Dale, who is well, we've been broken for a long time, but me and Dale.
Before this shit started. Oh, well, you can edit that out.
Probably.
This is going on that World Wide Web interwebs thing, you know?
No, we wouldn't do that just yet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, John. That cough on.
Damn it, not on the microphone. Cough on Jan. What you there for?
But anyway, like I said,
She's like a sponge.
Hey.
Later,
That
we'll
whole-
just throw her out and replace her with another Jan.
But-
Jan.
Anyway, so we.
Come in a blister pack of 6. They're really nice.
I hate you, Eric. I hate you, Eric. I hate you so much. Oh, anyway, so we this is the first show we've done in 5 years. We first started in 2001, and we started off at Anime Central, which at the time was a small convention. I think that year there was only about 3,500 people, and we played to a pretty packed house that night too. It was kind of a lot of fun. And we've played at ASEN. We've played obviously at Sugoicon. We played Sugoicon a lot in the earlier days, and we played at what was the name of that convention in Milwaukee? It was a very small convention at the Milwaukee School of Engineering. Concinity, that was the name of it. And we played there. They were a lot of fun because they're the only venue. Now, not to say anything bad about any other conventions because they always treated us really well. They're the only convention that drove down, picked up our stuff, and took it for us. that van was very sad as it was taking all of our gear up to Milwaukee. But then we actually got we got a huge break because we got to play at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. We got to play for kind of like an open house thing. It was actually, I think, the first paid gig that we ever did, and that was the last gig that we did. And then basically we went on hiatus, and then after we went on hiatus, Dale and I, along with some other friends, both musically and other guests of conventions, we went off to do Voices 4, which we did for an awesome 5 years. And then last year at OhioCon, there was some hubbub about wanting S.W.E.K to get back together from, not us, but from fans. It was like, that's really weird. And so I talked to Eric, we talked to Dale, all of us talked to Jan, it was like, let's do it. So we are here at Sugoicon 2010, which is already over. But it was a great, but it was a great time. But you'll have
to take our word for it that we were here.
Yes. I know it's kind of hard to think that. Yes. But as far as big conventions that we've played, we've really only played at one big convention. That was Anime Central. I actually like playing at the smaller cons better. It's a more intimate setting. You get to have more interaction with the crowd. And, I mean, yeah, it's awesome to play on a huge stage, but at the same time, it's kind of nice just to be able to hang out with your friends and be like, yeah, we're going to play this song now. Okay, it's time to go and have some lunch. Yay! So, I mean, Sugoicon has always treated us really well. Other cons that I've played with other bands, OhioCon was a really fun con, too. But, yeah, Concinity was awesome. They had, do you guys remember the all-you-could-drink orange dreamsicle bar?
No.
Okay, so in Milwaukee, there's the Sprecher's Brewery, and the place where we would play, Concinity, and I think that we played for 50 people, which, to put in perspective, was a third of their attendance. It was a very tiny con. But they had this, excuse me, but they had this, we played in this like lounge, like kind of student unionist lounge area, and outside of it they had like, it was an old-timey bar because it's like where this lounge was right across the street from, I think it was the old Blatz Brewery or the old Schlitz Brewery or something like that. There's actually pipes that run from that to the brewery, which is weird. But they had on tap like Sprecher's root beer, Sprecher's dreamsicle, pop, and all this stuff, and it was just like, oh, you want something to drink? And if you've never had Sprecher's orange dreamsicle, I highly recommend getting it. It is very, very tasty. Anyway, hold on. I'm going to hand the microphone to Eric, and I'll stop rambling.
Now that we're on the topic of food and drinks and everything else, since we're not talking about cons anymore, let's. I'll just do a shout out to Rock Bottom Brewery, the best steak in the world. A steak that's good enough for dinner, and followed up with that same steak for dessert. Yes, I did.
And for breakfast.
And breakfast is definitely good. Yes. Yes, yeah, absolutely amazing. As far as cons go for me, I do agree with John that the best cons that we've played at are usually the smaller cons, and it's being connected to the other con goers, the fans, if you want to label them as such, but people of people who are fans of anime in general. Like the community in itself is so great. For me, with me basically taking off the majority of the 5 years and not playing for a while, I didn't realize how much I missed it. A year ago, I was asked to join Voices 4 and play with them, and it really renewed my love for coming to conventions, for playing conventions, and not saying anything about any of the cons that I went to. It was just more of the experience. My most favorite experience, the best experience that I had with Voices 4 was Anime Detour. It was really nice. It wasn't as hectic. A lot of the things were taken care of, and I think the biggest deciding factor on that was that we were able to play the show. Everyone had a good time. We met with a lot of fans and other people, but the biggest thing was being able to actually hang out as a group with all the other members of Voices 4 and some of the other con guests, and just be able to relax and have fun. And for a while there, one of the biggest reasons why we kind of got out of the convention scene with S.W.E.K and, in general, is just sometimes the stress of the scheduling and everything else makes something that should be a vacation into more like work. And for me, Detour was just kind of like a rebirth of fun and why we started doing it in the first place. So when I was approached about, when we were approached actually, at OhioCon and at Anime Detour about, so by not only con goers but some of the conventions about S.W.E.K possibly starting up, and when we started talking about it internally, I was like, you know what, yeah, let's do this, because I want that feeling again. Like the group, the people within S.W.E.K, we've known each other for many, 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 many years, and we all have our own lives and everything else. Yeah,
Many.
yeah, we could go on. We get all the manys out. The manys that you hear on the production of this have actually been edited out by a full 2/3. By the time you guys get this broadcast, yes.
Doing the many.
This is tape 2. All right. So anyway, getting back to it, we all have very busy lives and very busy schedules, and this year at Sugoi, it was really great to be able to hang out together as friends, play shows together, and just. This is the Jan 3 of 6 out of that blister pack that I was telling you. We blew through Jans 1 through 2 the first 2 days of the con. So, in any case, but yeah, so as far as favorite, yeah. as far as favorites, I think it's every con, every show has its own unique feel and pluses and minuses, cons and well, no pun intended, pros and cons of what makes them really unique and best. But yeah.
Forward. So you guys have been having a great time here, and you guys' first time back, you guys got a noise complaint for being awesome. So, yeah,
Well, it's actually two. We got 2 noise complaints. Voices 4, we actually played. Voices 4 played on the night before on Saturday, and we got a noise complaint then, and then we also got a noise complaint when we were doing the sound check for S.W.E.K. So, yeah.
good job. And Jan, okay.
To that, I would like to add, if it's too loud, you're too old. Thank you.